Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. To the proposition team, I am the Prime Minister of the opposite team, and I am here to state that his house believes that history textbook should focus on teaching top-down historiography rather than bottom-up historiography. Now, a post-conflict nation often consists of three crises. One is the fracture of society. Second is the lack of legitimacy in institutions. And three is the distrustful of people to cooperate politically. Now, what this post-conflict crisis need is a historical narrative that is emotionally compelling, easy to understand, and capable of creating rapid national unity. Now, what we, the opposite teams, defend is a major leader, pivotal political figures, and also decisive events and recognizable national movements. But this does not mean ordinary people should disappear. It means that history is organized around figures and moments that symbolize national identity. What a nation needs is a symbol to survive, just like us using Pancasila to survive our daily life. The government teams also say that people relate more to ordinary individuals, that top-down historiography glorifying elites too much, such as kings, generals, presidents, and revolutionaries. Because the ordinary people had a hard time to relate to the elites, so they often validate more about workers, soldiers, women, and the minority groups because they feel like it also represents them. This creates a sense of belonging and ownership over national history and emotional connection to the nation. But the government team said that the top-down glorified elites is divisive. But people unite more easily around symbols, stories, and also recognizable individuals other than abstract structural analysis. Nobody emotionally rally around agricultural production system, socioeconomic conditions, and decentralized labor interactions. Everyone often rally around Mandela, Gandhi, Sukarno, and also George Washington. These figures create an emotional anchors for collective identity. The past conflicts crisis needs an emotional certainty and moral direction and also sense of collective purpose. And this is what a top-down historiography provides. It provides national myths, shared memories, common reference points. And without top-down historiography, society remains fragmented into competing local experience without unifying narrative. Now, the government team said that the bottom-up history validates ordinary people. But this could also cause overwhelming and fragmented society. The government romanticizes complexity. But not every students understand a complexity of the government team going for. Humans understand stories through individuals. Often, and the narrative requires are often protagonists, decisions, conflict, and also agency. Top-down, the top-down history gives students a coherence and also a homework for understanding the events. The bottom-up historiography often produces disconnected microhistories without clear national stress. And too much nuance destroys collective memory. The government team says that there are no evil peoples and there are no heroes or villains. But post-conflict society often need more clarifying. For example, such as genocide, colonialism, apartheid, fascism. They do not they do not always have that complex interactions between multiple actors. Society needs clear condemnations of destructive ideologies and celebration of those who resisted them. Otherwise, it can cause like aroundability, around the weakness of aroundability, and the unclear values of a national, and also the reconciliation loses of direction. The direction lose of reconciliations. History education is not only about a perfect academic nuance, but also create citizens who trust one another and believe in a nation and also share a common identity. If the bottom up satisfy historians, then the top down historiography stabilizes countries. And after a conflict, after a post conflict of the need of the three crises, that is society, that is the fracture of society, the lack of legitimacy in institution, and also to make people more trustful to cooperate politically, stability must come first. Because once again, people doesn't need that much complexity in too much complexity just as the government dramatize. People need an easy to understand narrative so that the children can develop a national identity and they do not lose a fracture of themselves that remains in society. And that is why I want to once more state that history textbook should focus on teaching top-down historiography rather than bottom-up. And that is all from me. Thank you.